Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about two disturbing true high school horror stories. My high school band was my sanctuary, a place where I could express myself through music. It was my passion and my refuge from the ordinary chaos of school life. But one day, an unsettling incident unfolded, casting a dark shadow over my cherished musical haven. In the hallways of our school, band was the lesser of the three evils: band, orchestra, or chorus. So, I chose to embrace the world of brass and woodwinds. Mr. Nicholson, our band teacher, was the maestro of this ensemble. His grading system was straightforward: attend class and fulfill your weekly lessons, and you were guaranteed an A. However, my pursuit of an A hit a snag toward the end of one quarter. Due to a couple of missed lessons, my grade teetered dangerously on the precipice of a B. I couldn't accept that, so I approached Mr. Nicholson after class one day. I inquired if there was a way to make up for the missed lessons. Although he appeared reluctant, he finally agreed to let me practice during a lunch period in one of the dimly lit downstairs storage rooms. I arrived during my lunch break, saxophone in hand, ready to earn back my grade. The journey to the basement area always felt eerie, as almost no one ventured there apart from the music teachers. With the lights casting long shadows and a sense of isolation, it could be quite unsettling. The basement corridor was lined with small 7-by-7-foot storage rooms on either side. Each room held various music-related items, from chairs and music stands to spare instruments and seasonal decorations. I settled into one of these rooms, my music stand at the ready, and began to prepare for practice. To be honest, I was more tempted to play games on my phone than practice my saxophone. Suddenly, as if the darkness had come to life, my phone screen flickered and died, leaving me in complete darkness. Panic set in, and I reached for the light switch, rapidly flicking it up and down, but the lights remained stubbornly off. Stumbling in the darkness, I reached for the door to leave the room. That's when I heard it. The sound of something being dragged echoed from the end of the hallway. It was followed by labored breathing and animalistic grunting. My heart pounded as I watched a large plastic container being pushed into the dimly lit hallway. Fear and curiosity held me hostage. I had only an old iPhone 3 with no flashlight feature, but I used its meager light to see one of the doors further down the hallway creak open. My instincts led me to turn off my phone screen and retreat into the room I had been in, cautiously closing the door behind me. As I huddled in the dark, the strange noises grew louder. A creeping sense of dread began to settle in. I couldn't understand what was happening or who was causing these disturbances. The person, or whatever it was, began to block the stairs. Panic welled up inside me as I realized that I was trapped in the basement. I couldn't even call for help, as the basement's reception was virtually non-existent. My only option was to stay put in the room and wait for the lights to come back on. However, the lights remained stubbornly off, and the oppressive darkness lingered. I decided to make my way back upstairs despite the unsettling presence in the hallway. As I slowly advanced, the bizarre sounds from the corridor only heightened my unease. Something about the entire situation felt eerie and unnatural. Suddenly, I heard it again. I retreated into the nearest storage room and hid in complete darkness. With bated breath, I waited for the source of the sounds to reveal itself. There was a strange sensation, a feeling that someone was with me in the darkness even though I couldn't see them. In this story, bravely, I lit up my phone screen for a brief second, just long enough to see a figure standing in the corner of the storage room, mere feet away from me. My heart raced and I was petrified. The figure had been hiding there in the pitch-black room with me. I quickly shut off my phone screen and pretended not to have seen anything. Then, I felt it. A hand patted my shoulder twice before it started squeezing it. In a panic, I fumbled to find the doorknob and lunged out of the room, leaving the intruder behind. I raced up the stairs and burst out into the main level of the music hall, where the lights were still on. As my heart pounded, I recounted the strange encounter to Mr. Nicholson, who immediately called security to investigate the basement. But despite their search, there was no sign of anyone down there, only music equipment that had been moved around. The following day, I was summoned to the dean's office to share my story. Cameras were absent in the music hall basement, making it impossible to identify the intruder. It was suspected that the person had been attempting to steal expensive music equipment. The encounter left me shaken, and the mysteries of that dark day were never fully unraveled. A chilling incident had transpired within the confines of my beloved music hall, and I was left forever haunted by the experience. It was one of those nights when curiosity combined with teenage audacity and boredom to create a plan we thought was genius. The mission? Sneaking into our high school basement through a window that had been broken for years, never fixed. The catch was that we had to hurdle a short metal gate surrounding the outside staircase leading to the basement. It wasn't a significant obstacle, but it added that thrill of trespassing that made us feel like we were truly doing something devious. Before embarking on our adventure, we scouted the area, making sure there were no security cars in sight. Once the coast was clear, we hopped over the gate, each of us boosting the other to crawl through the narrow opening of the window. The basement was our forbidden playground. Inside, we dispersed to explore different areas of the school's dimly lit basement, which was far from the exciting adventure we had anticipated. A single small white light illuminated a far corner, with the exit sign providing more light than expected. As I wandered through the darkness, I spotted one of my friends up ahead, whispering, "Let's go upstairs." Eager for new discoveries, I followed him as he pushed open the door leading to the main hallway of the school. To my surprise, the entire school was bathed in darkness. Not a single light was on, and the only thing standing out were the bright red glow of the exit signs. My friend and I continued down the eerily silent hallway, and I remember commenting, "Dude, this is really creepy." His reply, "Yeah, it is," made me realize the potential danger of being inside the school at night. It suddenly hit me that we might not be the only ones in the building. My friend led me to the bathroom, and as he went into one of the stalls, I whispered, "Hurry up." I waited in the dimly lit bathroom, and that's when my phone started ringing. It was my friend Chris on the line asking where I had gone. Confusion set in as he claimed that he was with Roland and Brandon. I heard both Brendan and Roland greet me over the speakerphone, but my heart sank when I heard laughter coming from one of the bathroom stalls. It was a chilling, unfamiliar laugh that didn't belong to any of my friends. Panic surged through me as I looked up, only to find someone looking over the stall at me, probably standing on the toilet. I screamed, terror coursing through my veins, and left the bathroom in a hurry. Behind me, I heard the stall door slam shut. In a state of shock, I made a frantic attempt to find my way back to the basement in the pitch darkness, frantically calling for my friends. I shouted their names as I ran down the stairs, screaming for them to go. As I burst out into the dark night, I was the first one out, terrified that the person from the bathroom was following me. Once we were all safely outside, I breathlessly recounted my frightening encounter to my friends. We shared a nervous laughter, grateful to be reunited. Confusion and fear lingered as we tried to make sense of the bizarre incident. We may have laughed it off later, but the unnerving encounter in our high school basement left an indelible mark on our memories. It was an experience we would never repeat, and one that left us with more questions than answers.